Good day, everybody. This is Z Marcel Patoot. Welcome to another edition of the Fighting Peaches, and we will be speaking with Georgia State men's soccer head coach Brett Surrency in a few moments. Before we get to Brett, as always, to follow everything that we do, head to the mothership, the sportsinquirer.net, premier site for news and notes in the world of sports. You can also go to our social media platforms on Twitter/X, Instagram, and Facebook. Make sure you look us up under Etienne Marcel Patoot or the Sports Inquirer. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our audio and video hosts at YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and more. Once again, look us up under Etienne Marcel Patoot or the Sports Inquirer, and you'll be able to see all of our content and follow everything that we do. As I mentioned, we'll be joined by Georgia State men's soccer head coach Brett Surrency in a moment. Enjoy. Okay, and we are back, and we're happy to be joined by Brett Surrency, head coach of Georgia State men's soccer. Brett, we talked that you had to win out really the rest of your regular season to put yourself in position for the conference tournament. You stayed undefeated during this stretch by earning a draw against Marshall. Back and forth affair. Before we get to specifics of that match, just overall impressions of how the team performed.
Yeah, I thought we started really slow. We went down 2-0 in the first 5 minutes with some pretty poor goals, to be honest. But credit the resilience of the guys. They were able to, find a way to fight back, and even going down 3-1 with not a lot of time left, they continued to battle, and we were able to score the tying goal with about a minute, 20-minute, 30 seconds left. So I was really proud of just the wherewithal and the resilience of the guys to compete against a top five team in the country, and you'll be able to come away with a point.
Yeah, down 2-0, about less than 6, 7 minutes into the match. Just what adjustments did you make? I mean, that's a pretty tough beginning to a contest. What did you do strategically just to work your way back into the contest?
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. I mean, you're essentially playing the entire game, down a goal because we conceded very early, and then the second one came pretty quickly as well too. So, you're essentially playing the entire game from a 2-0 deficit. So I don't know that it was necessarily a ton of adjustments, more as if the guys settled in a little bit and maybe from their perspective realized that they could do more than what they were showing at the moment. So we certainly challenged them at halftime, and the guys responded. I thought we played a really good second half, and again, we still made it interesting where we had to obviously battle back, but the guys were able to do that, and I hope that's something that they hold on to as we go to finish the rest of the season.
Yeah, and Matt Taylor stepped up for you. We talked about getting Justin scored late in the contest, Justin McLean. But what about Matt just scoring those 2 goals in the second half to get you, back into the contest? We talked about you needed scoring from other sources. He provided that for you.
Yeah, I thought Matt was excellent. The game was really suited for Matt. He had a lot of space and opportunity to showcase his athleticism and power, and he was able to do that to the fullest degree. So I was really proud of him. He came in and he battled, and when his opportunity was presented, he certainly made the most of it. So yeah, he scored 2 big goals. The second goal was amazing finish as well too. So yeah, I'm super proud of him, and hopefully that's something that we can get from him for the remaining bits of the season.
Yeah, and then Finn ended up with 8 saves in the contest. Uh, yes, what about defensively? As he said, they conceding those 2 early goals, and you did let one in later on in the match, but much improvement from that first stretch to the end of the match. Just what was the difference defensively for being able to limit Marshall as they got towards the end of the contest?
Yeah, I think just we were able to prevent silly mistakes. I think really the goals were contributed to making just lackluster mistakes that we're better than, to be honest with you. So, but when you play against a team as talented as Marshall, they're going to punish you when you have moments like that. So, I thought we were able to again calm down, have a little bit more confidence about ourselves, and that ultimately was able to show a little bit more as the game proceeded on.
Yeah, and now you have James Madison in a must-win contest coming up this week. Uh, it is to make it easy. You know you have to win to get into the conference tournament at this stage. Uh, how's the team handling that pressure and this potentially just being the last time these last few matches before you even get to the conference tournament.
Yeah, I mean, I think we talk about wanting to play important games in the end of the season, and we're certainly in that position right now. It's not ideal per se to have to compete and win to get into the conference tournament, but at the same time, it's the nature of the tournament. I'm sorry, the nature of the conference. We have a really good league, and we knew every game was going to be a challenge, and that's not going to be any different for the remaining two as well. So, yeah, I mean, we're going to have to go out and compete and play, and have a belief about us, and hopefully put ourselves in a position to where we can, first and foremost get some points against James Madison.
Yeah, and just is there something from the Marshall match you can take away as far as not getting off to a difficult start and or even just having the goal distribution? I mean, I know it was, you needed the full 3 points, but what can you take away from the Marshall contest that can translate to the James Madison match?
Well, hopefully a little bit of both positives and things to improve on. I think you said it right there. The ability to start the game faster will be huge. Obviously, even if we don't, trying to not concede within those down stretches or those waves of the game that naturally happen anyways. The positive from it is that we didn't let that get us down, and we were able to battle back and ultimately get a tie from the game. So yeah, there's certainly pluses and minuses to take from the game, and hopefully it's something that we can again hold on to the positives and not forget but learn from the negatives, and put together an even better performance on Friday against James Madison.
All right, Brett, we thank you for your time. We appreciate it, and hopefully you can get a result against James Madison and continue the potential to extend your season into the conference tournament. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we thank Brett for joining us from Georgia State men's soccer as the team prepares to visit James Madison on November 1st. We hopefully will be able to catch up with Brett or a player after that match, and obviously in the team hopefully can, for their sake, get into the Sun Belt Conference Tournament. As always, to follow everything that we do, go to the mothership, thesportsinquirer.net, for premier news and notes in the world of sports. You can also go to our social media platforms on Twitter/X, Instagram, and Facebook, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our audio and video host at YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and more. Once again, this is Etienne Marcel Pertut from the Sports Inquirer. Until next time, good fight, good night, and be safe.